Hey folks, gameplay recording has resumed, and I'm the Mysterious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2. I was doing a little reading up. Um, I think we have enough PR points right now for to win episode complete in Chapter 5. Uh, Neither of the companies will sell all their goods before Chapter 5, no matter how many PR points you earn, but if we switch from one company to the other, the publicity rating of the company we switch away from is cut in half. So, to get both companies fully publicized in one playthrough, I would need to have 802 points for um, Open Air Inc. So that when it's cut in half, they have 401 because you need 400. And then I would need to go on and try to get 400 points for Argent Inc. And I guess I can try to do that, but it's going to involve um, if I want to do, oh god, I think I need to switch before the end of chapter 3 if I want to unlock, because you can get like each of them has a mini game. Like if I really want to show 100%, I've got to try to do it before chapter 5, because I think they each have a mini game that you can only play. Because I was reading a fact about them, it's like, well, geez, I've never seen this mini game before, and it's because you only get it by unlocking everything on Argent. Um, But that's not really what we're into right now. What we're into right now is helping these people out, even though they pissed Yuna off by caring about the history of their own planet.
There are still some people trapped inside.
There's nothing we can do to help them.
To be honest, I'd had enough. I wanted to blame them for turning a place like this into a tourist attraction.
Please, won't you help us rescue
Please
the people
stay
left
away from the
behind?
summoner. I will.
You are most kind.
Whoever you are, I don't recognize you.
Your friendly neighborhood Gullwings, open for business.
So we're gonna get some caps out of this, or yeah, I've been playing too much Fallout. But not on my channel. Mission time. Tourist trap. Rescue the tourists who didn't make it out of the caves. They hold the key to unlocking its secrets. And I believe we do get a key as a reward here. So with the charm bangle equipped, this place is it's very silly because we don't encounter monsters. We just run around fighting stuff. So I'm gonna take it off for a minute just so we can see some of the types of enemies we encounter. See, that does nothing, but it was there in the previous game and they didn't redo any of the artwork, so. There's a guy. Beans, they came out of nowhere. You're here to help? Oh, thank you. Eccentricities, and here's where we get into the mechanics of this minigame. I'm going to check the make sure we're recording and then go. Yeah, so it's this kind of number puzzle, really, because we find a bunch of people running around, but they'll only join our group if we follow certain rules. So this guy prefers parties of 8 or less. If he's one of the first 5 in line, he can handle bigger crowds. Follow me. What it really comes down to is you don't have to get everyone out all in one trip. If you did, you'd really have to pay attention to these rules. Help me, help me. Oh, why won't you help me? What's that? You are here to help me? Glad I spoke up. Hates being with more than 3 people. If he's the first or second line, he'll stay with any size group. So they kind of appear in the order in which you need to recruit them, almost. It's a little strange. So these are not enemies that were here in the previous game, as if memory serves. But if you equip Charm Bangle so that you're not fighting these guys, and I guess it does count as an Aqua attack because we all absorbed it with our Tetra guards. Everyone does lots of ridiculous flips. They've all become luchadors. Anyway. Oh man, that would be an awesome dress sphere. You could have like Sexy Star. Riku could be Sexy Star because she's got the dishwater blonde hair. Well, Sexy Star does. Riku doesn't really. Then Yuna would presumably either be Katrina or Oh man, I'm blanking on her name. Son of Havoc's girlfriend, Evil East. Yeah, and whichever one Una is, and then that becomes fame. So. You've come to save me. I thought I was a goner for sure. Gets edgy with more than 5 people around. If she's first or second line, she doesn't care how many people she's with. So, I should have grabbed her first or second. So, in fact, now we won't have more than 5 people. We won't be able to do it because I got her in the wrong sequence. But, let's see. Now, this is the room that you had a small chance of finding Tonberries previously. So, she's going to get all flaky here. I could have made it out on my own, but I couldn't leave these children here by themselves. If you can take all 3 of us with you, I won't leave. As long as 3 of them are together, nothing else matters. And now she stays behind. So we tell her to wait here. We got a white ring. And we'll have to come back for her later. Again, if they made you get everyone in one trip, this would be a lot more difficult, and you'd have to really be careful with your strategies. It is possible to get everybody in one trip, but there's no particular... I'm pretty sure there's no reward for doing so. Your rewards are based on how many people you get out, and you don't even have to get them all out. It's weird. I found something in the cave. Since you saved my life and all, I guess you can have it. I got Energy Core 1, and Yuna's, like, delighted with this. I can't thank you enough, so I'll thank you again. Thank you. You get nothing from this guy. My thanks would mean little, but perhaps this will help you. You got Energy Core too. And there's still 10 people trapped. So yeah, if you carefully go through the cave and write down everyone's eccentricities, you can figure out... Man, I mean... Riku. I'm just curious if we can encounter a Tonberry. So, if we grab her now... Oh, wait, never mind. That was the wrong place to go for that. But yeah, if you do this with a Charm Bangle equipped, considering that... And you know what, let's just... Screw it, let's just equip the Charm Bangle. But if you do it with the Charm Bangle equipped, there's like... It renders the thing even more ridiculous, because... It tells you exactly how many people are trapped, so you can't miss somebody without knowing it. I mean, potentially you didn't search a certain corner, you're like, huh, where is it? It says there's one more, and I don't know where they are. But that's about as perplexed as you could ever get. But with the Charm Bangle equipped, you're just running around finding people and talking to them. So now she will follow us around regardless, because we talked to her first in this run. We'll find other groups later, or like, we'll find people later with really oddball rules, like they need to be an even number of people in your group or whatever. Where did this guy end up going? You're not making it easy for us to rescue you. Back off, I'm warning you, huh? I thought you were a fiend. Sorry, easy mistake. Prefers groups of 7 or less. If he's no more than 6th in line, he'll stick with any group. So he's actually really easy. Like, you can't... There's certain people you have to get very early. There's other people who you can't get them too late. But yeah, again, if you went through the whole thing, wrote down everyone's eccentricities, and then recruited them in a specific order, you could get everybody in one trip, which is kind of visually amusing because you got this huge conga line behind Yuna, but it's not worth recreating here. Maybe if I even bother to do this on the second playthrough, I might showcase that. Here to rescue me. How do I know I can trust you? Who am I kidding? I'll take my chances. Let's go. She'll stay in groups of up to 4 people. Once she's in a group, she doesn't care what happens. Okay. So you just can't recruit her at the end. Like, most of these are... You can't recruit them at the very end. Come on, kids. Don't make this more difficult. Alright, fine. We won't rescue you. Is there anybody hidden away over here? Is there anybody hidden away over here? There is a guy. Alas, they have found me. So long, cruel world. The rescue, you say. Jolly good thing I've been hiding back here. What? Won't go near groups larger than 3 people. Oddly, once he's in a group, stops caring. So yeah, he's a guy that you would need to recruit earlier. Problem is you don't have the option of dismissing people from the group you've already got. So if you find somebody, like, she'll join any group as long as there's not more than 4 in it, and then, oh, I should have recruited him first, you can't kick her out, get him, and then go back for her. Don't be scared, little boy. Try to talk to the little girl. She's the one who's gonna... You're not gonna do this, you're gonna save us? Oh. Both of them are fine in groups of up to 12. If there's no more than 10 in line, they don't care how many people they're with. They always stick together. And you know what? You can't get them all in one shot because eventually you have to use the teleporters to get to where some people are. And the teleporters activate when you get these people. So I think in theory we got what, 5 people now? I think we freed about 5 people last time, and then there's that guy. So like you're talking roughly 11 people, is as many as you could have following Una. So, you know, her Twitter and her Facebook aren't very popular. She doesn't have that many followers. Did I miss this direction? Mother's treasure. That's far more important than your lives. Only if I can get through here. Blue ring. That's exactly why I didn't want to come here. But no, you wouldn't listen. You dragged me into this stupid cage. Oh, are you here to, like, save us? If there are more than 8 people, he'll split unless he's 7th or less. She can put up with anything. If the man leaves, the woman will leave too. Alright, whatever. So we got quite a crowd of NPCs following us. I think between them, they will give us enough to restore teleport. Level 1 teleport. Hopefully. Basically, you just got to rescue a bunch of people before you're allowed to explore the back rooms in the cave, which is where the useful items are to be scored. And it looks like we'll have to make a 3rd trip back to get that one guy by himself, which kind of sucks, but... Yuna's work is never done. It's like, yeah, don't any of those people outside have a charm bangle? All they gotta do is come in with a charm bangle, and this mission's easy. I was really starting to sweat back there. I found this. I know it's not much, but like, yeah, is it an energy core? What do you know? She's so delighted anytime she's given an energy core. I don't know what I can do to repay you. And he just walks off. Oh, he has the Besaid key. So you remember at the very, very beginning of the game when you could buy a Besaid key for like 90,000 credits? And then if you came back after completing any of the Besaid plot stuff, she said she already sold it to a tourist. Well, there you go. So it is possible to buy the Besaid key early in Act 1 if you just grind and grind and grind for gold. But it's really not a particularly good idea. I should be okay on my own from here. Thank you so much. Oh, at least she said thanks. Thank you for helping us. You're welcome to this if you need it. So he just wanders off without saying a word. And she gives us the energy core. Thanks, lady. Here, take this. Okay, now we've got level 1 teleport. You can now restore some function to the platform in the back of the cavern. There's 3 trapped. We've seen one of them. This still doesn't do anything. One of the guys that we rescue, I believe, using 1 core. Like, we now have level 1 teleport, which I believe lets us get to somebody who would allow us to restore level 2 teleport. But basically, we got 3 people left. And I was looking at the, looking at Una rather than looking at the map, so I started wandering into a wall that appeared to be a passageway. But how can you keep your eyes off that sweet HD remastered polygonal, you know, yeah. Yeah, last day I found me, come along. Come along, Boboid. This isn't the true Bobo. Although he's got a... If he had a beard. basically, he's a human male. So I'm like, yeah, give him a beard. Teleport function's partially restored. So we can go to the Chamber of the Faith. Can we take this guy with us? When others are with you, you can only teleport to the entrance. Alright, go to the entrance. I shan't forget your deeds of valor. Accept this humble token of my gratitude. I got an energy core, so now I've got level 3 function, or level 2 functionality, and there's 2 people trapped, and unless I'm crazy, they're both gonna be... Alright, this'll save me a little time. So basically this is as far as you could get in one trip, is theoretically you could have restored gotten all those people. So to get to the Chamber of the Faith, to get to the left or right, I think I need level 3 functionality, because that's where you get to boots. Are there going to be 3 people in here? No, there's a boss fight in here. I'd kind of forgotten about this. So I guess there is a boss fight. Charm Bangle doesn't take all the fun out of it. I hope somebody had...
Please tell me! Why is this happening?
I was never that chatty before. Although I guess I talked more than the other Aeons, because I made you negotiate for funds. Alright, well somebody's gotta have thief dress here, or I'm gonna be kind of upset. Oh, good. So we can steal, which is important. And I can scan it, which is important. And after that, I believe we're just going to be grinding away with attacks. I'm tempted to put Berserk on Riku. I might just do it just to see what it looks like. So we stole the power wrist, which probably wasn't really worth the effort. So Yojimbo, he's immune to just about everything, including all the breaks. He's immune to blind and silence. There's no point in using any of the arcana that I have accessible without switching over to Dark Knight. He's an Aeon that once fought alongside Yuna. That's pretty much what we're gonna get. So let's go ahead and Berserk Riku, why not? Oh, can I scan the dog? No. We can do Mighty Guard here. There's no particular reason for you to be in that dress sphere, so let's... You know, I'm really tempted to just freaking put them all in Berserk and see if I can actually win with no healing and just having everyone Berserk. Not a wise strategy, but it might be fun. Do an antidote on myself here. What the hell, I'll try it. And if this doesn't work, then I can try to I can see if I can get a full conga line following Yuna next time. Although, you know what? It's really such a pain in the ass to do. I don't know if I'm going to bother. It's kind of a nutty idea. A little kooky crazy. But let's just Berserk everybody. I just want to see if I can laugh off this boss battle. Better not have like any kind of super attack he hasn't used yet, or I'll be in a bad way. Oh, Zanmato. This might be where it becomes a really bad idea to have done this. Because with all 3 of them berserked, I have no control over the battle anymore. I was just really kind of disrespecting this boss by even thinking that was a thing to try. So this takes them all down to like 1 hit point or something. Yep. That is exactly what it does. Should not have done this. So that's taking away MP. The dog is the only one that's killing us, although now poison will kill her. For a second, I thought we won. Alright. So, shouldn't have goofed around. I forgot about Zanmato. I didn't remember that it takes us down to 1 HP, but I was like, well, it can't automatically kill you like it does enemies when you used it. But it's got to do something impressive, and yeah, it takes you down to 1 HP. So no, it was not a good idea to have berserked everybody. Although I'm willing to bet I came fairly close to winning that one.
Fiends from...
There are still some...
There's nothing...
Alright, let's see if we can get maximum conga line here to
be
make
honest,
this
I'd had
interesting.
enough. I wanted to blame...
Please.
My hubris cost us, though. You
Your friendly neighborhood
whatever.
gold.
Yeah. But no, I lost because I did fight 1 or 2 just battles against regular monsters, so I lost all that progress as well. So I probably want to find that one like hidden off to the side dude early. What was your thing? First or second line, he'll stay with any size group. I can probably grab you now. And that guy runs right by. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. So these kids run off, but they can handle up to like 4 or 5, I think they said. Won't when your group's larger than 3 people. Once he's in a group, he stops caring. I think we're good with him next. Then we head back towards the beginning. There were some people who were gonna have an issue with the larger group. Like near the very beginning, I think there was a guy, he had to be one of the first 3 in line. What was your deal? I needed to get her earlier. Did it wrong. See, now I really want to try to, like... I really want to try to get them all in one shot. I'm pretty sure you can get all the way up. There's no better reward for this. It's just me being silly, but... I want to get, like, the ultimate clear through where, like, you get as many people as you can without using the teleporter at the beginning. This is all because I got cocky against Zanmato. Otherwise, we'd be done with this
There are
now.
still some...
There's...
Tell you what I'll do. If I get to the end of this video, because you guys, if you want to, you can write down the rules and figure out for yourselves what sequence to do it in. But if I don't get it on the right path this
Your friendly
time,
neighborhood gold.
what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to. I'll just do it off screen. I'll get the largest set that I can get. I don't even think there's any guides on this on the internet because there's no reward for doing a perfect run of it. I don't think anybody. I seem to be. I'm convinced there's a way to get everybody in that first room all in one shot. So this guy has to be the first 1 or 2. And then she needs to be the first 1 or 2. So you gotta get them. Then I think you can go get that guy that I got second. She's showing off the butt crack there, so... Well, she's not showing off the butt crack, but she's showing off... Almost showing off the butt crack is kind of what's happening. Jolly good thing. Won't go near groups larger than 3. And I don't know if that includes Yuna or not. Clearly it can't include Riku and Pain. If we come back here and get this guy from the beginning, I think we need him before we can get that guy. Arco out of nowhere. First party's 8 or less. If he's one of the first 5 in line, he can handle bigger crowds. So we actually want to wait. We want to get one more. He's no more than 6th in line. Okay, so we want to get him. We want to get that guy, then this guy, but there's somebody we got to get first. These are going to add 3, so that'll be too many for this guy. Let's see what the rules are for them. So you got the adult and the 2 kitties. Let's grab the treasure chest. I'm scared. You mean it? You'll really help us. As long as 3 of them are together, nothing else matters. We gotta get them at the end then, because they're gonna blow up our numbers and screw up rules for everyone else. So, all that's left are sets of 2. So one of these sets of 2 probably join us whatever the deal is, and the other... Oh no, there's one person on their own. Stay in groups of 4 people. Once she's in a group, she doesn't care. Okay, so she was the... But we left other people behind now. So where did these other people even go? When did they leave us? Did they go back to where they were recruited from? Oh no, okay, they're still following us. They just got caught on a wall. I was about to say, I thought we were good. So I might not... Maybe you can't quite perfect this. So Yuna doesn't count because they're still following her. So when they say a crowd, yeah, Yuna doesn't count as a member of the crowd. Now my issue is I've got 2 more sets of 2 and I don't know what their rules are for joining, but I feel like we probably can't get both. Despite my best efforts. More than 8 people, he'll split up. If he's 7th or less, she can deal with anything. I just have to hope that those 2 kids later on will be good with our group. Otherwise, I can still add 3 more to this. But yeah, I'm getting pretty damn close here to having like the ultimate, the ultimate assemblage of my party here. Now, if we berserked all of them and then went after Zanmato, I think we could defeat him even with berserk status. What a stupid thing to do. I was like, I'm going to see if, like, am I completely over-leveled for this? I'm going to use Zanmato. Or I'm going to use berserk and see if I can defeat a boss with my entire party berserked. Of course that was a stupid idea. Why are you following us? Go away. You're not going to use us? You're going to save us? Oh. Both of them are finding groups of up to 12. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure we got this then. Yeah, this should be a perfect run. Look at this. This is glorious. So no reward for doing this. I just like to show that it can be done. You can get like half of the population of Luca apparently is following Yuna around. And the remaining people you can't rescue on the first run because you have to use energy cores to get them. I'm scared. You mean it? You really help us. So this is it. This is the biggest group you can possibly have following around in this game. Getting stuck on walls and being unable to escape. We can look around for more people, but I'm almost positive that the people who aren't already following us are in those other rooms, and you need to beat Zanmato, or what's his name? Zanmato is the movie uses, but you got to beat that guy before you can actually release them. So what we'll do is we're going to call it a video here. Next time we're going to free everybody. Then we'll go fight that boss without doing something stupid and using berserk on our whole party. And then we'll finish off this little mini quest and go elsewhere. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.